Got Ninja Chicken versus Goats. I think this is a best of one. I can't actually tell what they decide on in the end. They were suggesting a best of three, but I don't know. Let's check out Panpu. Oh, he has to back off. So in it, looks like it's going for quad. Just gets absolutely dominated by the entire team of Memphis. Memphis just shut down that pretty much by himself, even when they had quad. Gonna push in. Can't see Faziel get past Memphis it. Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, two guys pushing in with no stack at all. Memphis quite stacked.
What's your take on what are they called? Finals being a double best of 3 or best of 5 with like one map advantage. Do you have any opinion on that?
Not really. I think that double best of 3 can be a bit tiring.
Yeah.
Generally, as a player, I don't really care about the format.
Looks like Shock's gonna get away with it. Not quite. Road. At the mid.
Coming up, Memphis is stacked.
He's got a great position on his squad, like lots of stack. Good weapons as well. Very interesting he went back to his own base first, I don't know why exactly.
I think he got confused.
Yeah,
He got lost.
Happens.
I don't know why Alan and Int, they keep pushing with barely any health. It's a bit...
I mean, it was kind of winning them games versus other teams. It might just be like against like the better teams in the tournament, they can't do that kind of thing.
Yeah, might be. They're not just getting the easy entry.
Mm-hmm.
What's coming up? Memphis' team set up for it.
Don't know why I didn't get that 25 there. Would have been good for him. But
It's a decent push. Except that
yeah, no one else.
two guys in the base didn't really help. They get a 3-man push with Memphis in the back, distracting at least 2 of the guys with quad. They do end up getting the flag, but
yeah.
I guess it was the perfect play. Alan didn't get too far.
I guess that Memphis is setting up again for quad, possibly. He's got a decent stack now. He's got the Mega. Right on time for the quad to spawn.
Yeah, they're doing better this time to actually be on the quad and fight for it. Memphis with the flag and quad goes to the telly.
Yeah, plenty of stack to work with still.
It could be railed. Nobody's set up for it.
Oh, walked straight into the rocket though. And actually, it's crazy how they managed to get across the map. Doesn't have enough life though. Just gonna die in the water. And this time Memphis isn't going to be ready for the quad, by the looks of things. Actually, Crazy Owl that grabs it. Although he's a little bit stuck in the water, just get away, but walks straight into a rail.
Yeah, Memphis just deciding to back away with that quad instead of pushing with it because he had no health, so might as well just keep it instead of pushing in like a dumbass and dying. And the enemy's gonna have the quad and they can do chip damage to you instantly. Just playing it safe, keeping the 1-0 lead.
Double push here. And Memphis should be able to take him out yet. Big nice stack he's got here. Although Crazy Owl managed to sneak out like a ninja there, but ultimately just get shut down. I think
with the
Watson's
quad,
going to
25
suicide,
HP.
yeah.
Yeah. Memphis needs to hit these rails. He wants to do something.
He has a shotgun here. He probably could have got the kill with the shotgun already, but opting to stick with the rail. At least until they got into good close rocket range.
That was an interesting fight. Everyone was way too early for quad.
Yeah. Let's go to Memphis eventually.
They need to coordinate this. They've got 3 guys pushing. Distract with the quad.
Kind of working, but very strong defense. I don't think this is amount too much. Oh, Memphis sneaks away with the rail, with the flag even.
1 bolt. That's it.
Yeah.
He gets away.
That's a pretty big lead now on this map.
Yeah, 8 minutes left. Both teams playing kind of safe. Shark and Wasman, they peek around like the enemy base. They usually don't go too far. They hang around the mid area and just deal damage to enemies. Fight there.
It is definitely worth saying, like, when you're against some of the better players on the enemy team, like Memphis is a good example, it's a bit daunting, I'd imagine. Same for when these kind of guys are playing Kaito, so maybe that's part of why they're playing a little bit, on Ninja Chicken at least, is playing a little bit tentatively, because they are respecting like, the good player a lot.
With the quad going in. Not the best choice considering that the whole enemy team is there and he didn't have that great of a stack, and using the plasma didn't have any backup. Al trying to go for the sneaky play. Didn't work out. What Memphis could have done there, he could have left the flag up there by the Mega. I don't think that's been going on too much, where like people just leave the flag somewhere where it's dropped.
Yeah,
kind of use that to your advantage.
Right.
I'm not sure. I think there is.
Oh, okay. I always forget the differences in rule sets between CTF and various games. It's always slightly different.
Oh, Al's still alive.
I guess another one, but let's get shut down eventually.
5 minutes left. Ninja Chicken needs to start doing magic. Bumper with 3 HP. Gets through. Gets the cap.
Yeah, and now we've got Ninja Chicken with the flag, but again, they're not getting out of the flag room.
Yeah, this is not looking good.
I don't think there's a stat for distance travel where the flag is there. No.
Nah,
That would be interesting
don't
to
think
see.
so.
So I'd guess Ninja Chicken's not travelled anywhere near the same distance, even accounting for the actual caps itself.
They do have the flag now. I'm trying to stay alive.
Yeah, makes
Wow,
out the
the
top.
HP.
But, oh wow, just plasmid from 2 different angles there.
So if they decided to play a best of 1, then it's gonna be Kaito versus Memphis' team again.
Yeah, I mean that was probably expected, right? I think that would
Yeah.
happen even a best of 3.
Pretty much.
So quad's about to come up. Memphis team have got it locked down pretty hard by the looks of things. We could even see another cap here for Memphis. It's got a pretty strong stack going in here.
Yeah, and he doesn't even need to get out of here. He can just do damage, and that's already enough delaying. Just clear all the stack that the enemy has.
Okay, Al's gone in for...
He's
Pick up.
chosen a bad route. Nice read by Memphis.
Yeah, and Inter walks straight into the enemy flag carrier. Looks like Hanpu might grab this. Yeah, there we go. There's a 5th with 1 minute 38 seconds. That's a done deal. I think it's going to be an interesting final, though. I mean, I feel like Memphis' team has been improving. Like, they didn't look that great in the first game versus Kaito, and they won the second, and the third was definitely winnable, I think. And the more time they spend playing with each other, like, the more they'll develop as a team.
Yeah, I think they were most comfortable on spider crossings,
Yeah.
like easily, but a lot of the stuff versus Kaito's team came down to them just not kind of coordinating and fighting for quads.
Yeah. Where they've been doing a much better job of that in this game. GG's. Alright, it's 6-0. A lot more yellows as well. Looking at the item control.
Are they doing a best of 3?
I mean, they voted a second game. I'm not sure they know, to be honest. Oh no, looks like it. Okay. How much Memphis will spawn here? Gets steamrolled by Crazy Owl with the quad.
That rocket. Pump just got completely denied.
Crazy Owl grabbed the flag there and it wasn't going to happen. Yeah, it seems every time he grabs the flag he's got very little health.
Yeah, it's usually they have a hard enough time actually getting in the base, and then they just get railed instantly.
Okay, Shark's got a decent stack and the quad. Might be able to see him make something of it. Gonna take the low
Needs
route.
support though.
Yeah, he's waiting for his teammates down here by the Mega. Though fortunately, then his quad run out and he has to back off. Oh,
Actually, we got the flag.
yeah, he got the flag. There's a bit of a bad rocket jump there that sent him straight up instead of forward at any rate. Yeah, copies a new map. Well, newish.
New.
Yeah. Reflex new, so. What are your
Nice
thoughts
to
on
defend by Memphis.
the current map pool, by the way, in comp or duel?
Oh, don't get me started.
Not a fan.
It's all good. Good maps. Only good maps.
Excellent.
Everything's fine. Great. No, I don't understand why Aerowalk is in there, first of all.
Yeah.
And then there are some other maps that I do not like. It's basically the only reason for me to play like comp at the moment is to just get that fucking golden gun. The only reason to keep going. Like otherwise you could just go on a custom server and play the maps that you want.
Yeah.
And I personally don't like the map voting system either.
You don't? I don't. I think it's alright. There's worse ones.
Well, there's worse ones, but it doesn't mean that it's good.
Yeah. I kind of like the StarCraft 2 system where you just veto before you get into the queue. And you just never get those show up. That's my preference, but...
Yeah, I would prefer that as well. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Crazy out with the quad. Again with very little life though, so I can see it's being shut down pretty soon. Oh. Okay.
Finds a sneaky little route, somehow still alive.
Yeah.
Oof. Nice shotgun.
Yeah, somehow, off very little stack, he might be able to make it all the way back to his own base, but there's no flag.
He has to be careful now.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got Memphis sneaking down his neck.
Oh, Memphis actually took the flag.
Yeah.
On top, Al doesn't have stacks, so this is dangerous.
You won't
Especially
set
if yellow gets stolen.
Yeah.
So there's two enemies here. He needs support from his team.
Oh, getting cut down here is bad. Once again though, he manages to somehow worm his way out of it. Nice timing on that yellow.
Okay, this is alright. This is manageable. Now you should have like one teammate somewhere on mid, and then you can just run around here while the other two guys try to get the flag. And now they should just have like full defense against this quad. Yeah, because it's Memphis, and there we go.
It's always a risk actually playing that aggressively when you're Memphis with a flag, but if you're confident you can just take the flag across the other side of the map and kill the flag carrier.
Yeah, sometimes you kind of have to go for those plays because it's hard if it's just like two of your teammates going in for the push trying to get the flag. That's not enough manpower in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just gotta make the sacrifice.
Obviously there's like flag drop, it's different, but I kind of prefer flag drop not being in the game because you have to sacrifice your like life in order to drop the flag, which adds another layer of depth to it. Whoa. Pampu was proper moving across the map there. Did get shit down there.
like Pampa might be able to get out.
Yeah, he's got some really slick
Too low.
movement.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not familiar with him.
No, I'm not either.
I don't think he might be either a CPMA player or Quake World.
Yeah, I mean, he could even just be like a race player primarily that doesn't really
Yeah.
do much duel. Either way, it's good to see new like names that I've not seen before in tournaments.
Memphis with quad. To... Nice clean up.
Yeah, Shark just got ahead of the enemy team there and had nothing between him and that capture.
I wish you could have like finer control over what you're spectating. It's kind of
Having to like
rough.
cycle through 4 people to get to the person you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I had a setup at one point where I had a bind for each player. Like Q went to one player and E and so forth and so on. But even then, you've got to remember what button was associated with what player.
Yeah, that would be fine. And then on top of that, like separate binds for whoever has the flag and
Yeah,
whoever
yeah.
has the carnage. And then if you could like set up points like on the map where you could set up cameras.
That would be awesome. But at that point, you kind of need a separate person to do like the obsing.
Nah.
My brain's very small. I can't talk and also control a keyboard and mouse at the same time.
Yeah, especially when watching a team mode like this. It's pretty insane.
I don't think they can really afford to let Shark pull this one off. This starts to be a real problem at 4, yeah.
Yeah. It's again at the point where they need to start taking risks, which are either going to work or not work. And more often than not, they do not work. And it's like every time you attempt something that's a bit more riskier, you like, and then it fails, you delay your chance to do it again. It's like,
Yeah, and possibly even put yourself further behind.
yeah. There's a couple of different things like you can try, depending on how the enemy plays. Like Memphis's team could just start playing really defensively, and they could just sit in their base with like 3 guys, 1 guy on mid or something, and then just contest quad. But if like they keep playing normally, then you could just try going for fast caps with 2 guys, maybe even 3 guy pushes. Try something different. And then, like, depending on how confident you feel in your fighting abilities, you can also slow push and do all kinds of things. But it's all like, a lot of that comes down to coordination with your team. Quarters up, Al got it, no weapons, no health.
He's in a much better spot now.
Yeah, but he's alone.
Oh, he's got to take a fight with Memphis as well. Oh.
Yeah, fight alone against 3 enemy guys. Not gonna go well. Gone mad pushing with the quad from top. You need support from lower.
Yeah, it took a lot of damage from that LG push from Memphis. Just getting caught in the air with LG is just so rough. Oh dear. That's the 5th. Crazy Owl's getting shut down immediately again. Doing some work with that burst gun. Kind of looks like the end of the road now for Ninja Chicken. Well, it's been that way for a while now, but definitely no coming back from this. couple of final flag runs, but doesn't really change the score too much. And that's gonna be that. So what do you say? You think Goats can win this time, or are you calling Kaito's team out to win the final?
Kaido's gonna take it easy.